Hello, wonderful people. Good evening to you again. And we are coming your way right from the studios of the Love. Why do I always call it the studios of the Love Live Show? In fact, because it is the Love Live Show right here with me, DELALORM. And we are coming from the STREAMHOUSE TV right here in the Ashanti region. We are streaming live on YouTube, and you can, watch us live, share with your friends, like us, and all that. Please, today we are doing the part 2 and the final part of last week's topic, dealing with abusive partners and abusive relationships. We're going to make today's topic, very snappy. The whole program is going to be very snappy. So please stay tuned to your handsets. And quickly, I'm introducing my wonderful guests. Last week I had the privilege to, host them, and today too, the same God who visited me last week visited me today too. So I have them here, and quickly, I'm introducing my guests. I have on my extreme right, Dr. Akwesi Echampong. Doctor is such a wonderful man. I just don't want to go on and on and on. He is a lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and he belongs to the Department of Chemistry. And quickly, let me talk more about this man, because he's worth it. He is a lecturer, that is by profession. He's a counselor also. He's a pastor. He does awesome, other awesome stuff. I'll be talking to you about that shortly. But then quickly, on my left, I have Mrs. Ayensu. Sorry, Mrs. Olivia Ayensu. I can't omit that first beautiful name. Mrs. Olivia Ayensu, the wonderful, beautiful wife of Dr. Ayensu. Dr. Ayensu has been a wonderful man to me myself. Last week he drove mommy in here, and today too he drove mommy in. I want to take this opportunity and appreciate. He's just standing somewhere close, and so I know he can hear me. Doctor, we appreciate your driving mommy, and last week he took me home. Doctor, I'm so grateful. Okay, mommy is a counselor. She does a counseling service at the CCC, Calvary Charismatic Chapel. I hope, mommy, I'm right? Center, that is it. The Kumasi, the headquarters, that is the main headquarters. Of course, Oba Kumasi won't call her, not just won't call CCC, baby. That's where she does her counseling work. She is the founder of the Mom's Corner. Mom's Corner is family, religious, and welfare, or just as we do here, program. And she does awesome, beautiful works there. She is a teacher, chief teacher at the KMUST, their JHS, and she is a wonderful mother of 4 very beautiful, intelligent, super smart girls, and one, I don't know the word to use for Same, but Same is one smart boy also. And so, quickly, mommy, let's zoom directly into business. Today we're talking about the love business again, dealing with abusive relationship and abusive partners. I'm grateful you honored the show. But quickly, I'm starting with you, and no break will be a time, and I read that. Mommy, me will fear. Now let's say, Bermane abusive. A quick one. I want to chip in this information. We'll be taking an on-phone guest. An on-phone guest will be coming in the person of Mrs. Esther Mate. Mrs. Esther Mate is a human rights activist, and she will be joining us briefly. Mommy, Before I can say yes I do, because we know when you say that big word yes I do, I say no turning back, no turning back. That is what the Bible advises. But how do we examine? What kind of eye should we possess to know that or abusive party? How do I know before I say I do?
Right.
You're welcome.
But that's it. And thank you, viewers, also for making time to be on the program. I think from last week we've been thinking about domestic abuse. And like she rightly said, it is important to find out who your partner to be, or your husband to be, or your wife to be is in different facets of life.
Definitely.
So, and yes, you have, as it is said, you're falling in love, so you close your eyes and walk right straight into
mommy,
it.
But love is blind. So they say, right?
Yes, so they say. But God, in His own wisdom, has planted in us, an ability to be able to detect, and maybe they are not normal with human beings. And you said love is blind, but love is also wisdom.
That is it.
Yes, love is wisdom. So, importantly, yesterday, the things that happen around, which is the usual, oh, let me hold your hand and all that, that you should look out for. But you should try and visit in the person's normal circumstance. Saying on in now forecasa. Saying on how was the relationship between him and his maybe younger siblings or older siblings? Look for time. If the person is a Christian, go to church with the person. Find out how does the person behave around other people. I think those are signals enough to know the person. So what I say, it is only within the times that only the two of you are around, or you may not see what you want to see, or you may not see enough. Thank you for that. And so we need to keep an eye, a very wide eye. Ask questions. Ask questions. Engage in conversation. Communicate a lot. If there's anything you don't understand, some people have even said that put them to a test. Yes. Would the baby? It's supposed to make people angry. You put maybe you've never seen the person angry.
The very maiden edition of this program, we had a doctor and a corporate worker, a corporate speaker coming here, and the doctor suggested that before you go into serious way with the man, Nana Obano, glass. Yeah, just to provoke, get the beast out of him or her. And I think it's just in line with.
And there are things that you will realize that the person holds dear. See if you interrupt it, and I say, what shifty are they free the way said yes, what shifty free the way the person reacts. In this case, the reactions are very, very, very important, and you should be quick enough to pick them. So we go Christian. For me, I think the best thing to do is to pray and ask God to reveal things to you. And you may not know how and when He will, but He will if you believe and you open your eyes wide. Ask Him to give you another eye to see beyond what is presented before you. And I think you'll do well.
Wow, beautiful suggestion there. And I mean, this is a prescription. It's a must-take prescription, okay? You need to visit the God who instituted this whole union in the first place. Ask Him to give you a third eye, and then stay alert. Doctor, quickly, another thing is, as a third party, you are, a witness to an abusive circumstance. The biawo or sister be or shine nukuno nepa and brother no so shine nepa. A kwan ben so na obefa anasa na mo ben na obetu afa bibisa obani okunu aware mu nsem ho, because apparently senior the last time I can say me de ye better me warning say me hu so me hwe na mankoka no. So what do I do? What is the right thing for me as a third party who is a witness to such situation?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
Good
Doctor.
evening to our viewers also. Going to your question, you know, last week we gave a hint. First, is a person a Christian? They go to church, but the man is battering the wife or the wife battering the man. One thing we can do is there an elder. Sometimes we have home cells. So we have people who are in charge. Go to the home cell leader, report to them, say this is what is really going on in there. So whether you're going to use the Bible, some preaching stuff, so they don't know that I've come to tell you anything. Use the Bible, go in there, let the man know how to treat a woman from the Bible.
That is it.
Okay? Let the woman know how to treat the husband from the Bible. Okay? So you can start from there and then you go ahead to counsel all married couples that are there with it. Let's see the impact.
I see.
That could be done. Yes. And then you could also speak to the abuser if you have the opportunity. The person, you have friendship with the person, he's your friend, so you want to reach out to him. That's what you can do. Of course, not in the presence of the person he's abusing.
Victim,
That's right, or she's abusing. In the absence of that person, call him aside or her aside. Let the person know that what he or she is doing is not the right thing. And that there are laws in the land.
Of course.
Whether you are a Christian or you are not. There are laws in the land.
I can take it
But because it's not my responsibility to break marriages, that's why I'm coming this time at this level. Please, it is not right. Do your best and stop it. Otherwise, I may be forced to go to the law to save her or him. So you speak to the person. If you have that rapport with the person. Again, you may also have to go and report to a family member. If the woman is the one being abused, you may have to reach out to a family member. Because next time, you may pick a dead body, as it often happens.
Definitely.
Recently, we saw how that pastor in America just shot the wife, and killed her, just like that. So sometimes we have to reach out to a family member. The person may have to be taken away from the house.
For some time.
Yes, for some time. We're not breaking a marriage. We are separating. Until the guy knows what has gone out, how precious it is for him to begin to think, rethink, or her to rethink, and see that there's a need for him or her to make a change, so that when the person should return, we wouldn't have those things happening again. But also then, if it's not changing, to save the person's life, that's why we have DOFSU.
That's it.
That's why we have DOFSU there. When it gets to the head, report the matter. And let the law enforcement people come in.
Obi at the DOFSU no what a couple of times, but we know what it is. Please. We
have the domestic violence and what units. Forgetting the full. But it's a police unit that deals with domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
That's right. So you go there, ask for DOFSU, you'll be shown. They will come in. And what I like about DOFSU is that they also don't come in to come and break the marriage. They try to settle it. They do that first. So when it comes to the head, we have to go to the law enforcers.
I see.
They'll come in and see what they can also do.
Wow. So thank you very much, Doctor. Doctor has some beautiful prescription for you there. And he says, in fact, he has said it on, I need not re-echo anything again. If you are being abused, if you are a third party to such a circumstance, kindly take any of these steps, and I believe that the right thing will be done. Mommy, you know, the unfortunate thing is sometimes abusers, and those who are abusing, the culprits, they don't know that they are abusing you in the first place. So they are ignorant persons. And so we want to learn something from you today, you being a counselor. How do I avoid being abusive? And how do I also avoid being abused? So it's a two-in-one question. Kindly take note of that for me. How do I avoid being abusive? And how do I avoid being abused? It applies to both male and female. Kindly. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, Auntie Pat.
You're welcome.
There are a number of things one can look out for in a home. First of all, you the victim, there are things that you can look out for to tell whether your spouse is abusing you or not. Take for example, if you have someone who consistently, and I said, baby, I know what show so, and said last week, Dr. Kai, or show so, the obeke biya nye papa, the obeke biya nyansenim all the time. when you see such things, you should know first of all that that person is an abuser. And then also, if you, the abused, you feel threatened all the time, I say in the presence of your partner, you always feel shaky. You understand? I mean, those of us who are married know that before your spouse, you should feel vulnerable, you should feel at ease. And you shouldn't care so much even about what you are going to say, because you know that the person understands you, who you are. But if you begin being afraid of the presence of your partner, know that there's something going on. Or if you hear the person coming and you feel like you have to really arrange yourself, as it were, to show who you are. The person might not be beating you physically, might not be, slapping you, as it were, may not be even verbally saying anything. But the fact that in the person's presence you feel insecure, it's an important thing to know that, like Doctor was saying last week, the emotional bit of it happens to be the most dangerous. Yes, it happens to be the most dangerous, and it ends you up in places where, in diseases and circumstances that are even beyond repair. And it's say one, you are being abused, and secondly, your partner is an abuser.
I see. Wow, that is beautiful. But Mommy, I want you to, Doctor, kindly help me on that. Mommy has said a lot, but Doctor, ebi abema bi onu wonim se oye, anase mefa ne se onu waje ne ho atum se oye abusive. Okay, but opposite, how does the person, stop that and also prevent it in the first place? Because prevention, they say, is better than cure, of course.
And once again, we'll go back to the Bible if you're a believer. Last time, that was my word I gave before we left. That know that it is possible to change. Okay, you have seen that what you have read, what you have heard on TV.
Doctor, sorry, let me cut you small. Hold your gun for me. I have one wonderful guest on the phone. I told you we coming your way with another awesome package who is an okay, and so I think we'll be getting her back in the next few minutes, about 2 minutes or so. So Doctor, please, I want you to land and we go back for
so like I was saying, if you're a believer, first pray about it. You have seen that you are too quick-tempered, and when you get into that level, the things you do so bad, pray to God about it. The Holy Spirit is supposed to help you bring forth fruit, one of which is long-suffering and patience. So you are not bearing that fruit, you have seen it. Ask the Lord to help you to be able to deal with that hot-temperedness and that quick-temperedness. That's the first thing you do. Again, begin to check yourself. Anytime you see it coming up, do something about it.
I see.
Do something about it. The moment you see that you are going into that mood, do something about it immediately. Don't get to that place and begin to do things you're not supposed to do. So check yourself always. Once you see that things are moving there, sometimes it is the spouse that provokes you to that level. Once you see the provocation beginning, just open the door and go out.
Okay, I see.
So that you don't go and abuse him or her. Okay, so you look out for these signs. Okay, and if you are the one that is being abused as well too, there are also things you have to do. You have to know your abuser's red flags. Okay, you know when he's getting into the mood. Okay, so once you see he's going into the mood, quickly.
Oh goodness, my people. Sorry, Doctor. I'm trying to get the on-phone guest. Is on fire. She just wants to be in like that, but you continue for me.
Right. So, like I was saying, know your abuser's red flags. Once you see him going up, you come down. Okay. It takes two to tango. Once you see that he's going up quickly, you go down.
Okay. Definitely. You see, Cultural, when I bring I love a word I came across today, core aspects. When I bring my core aspects on the matters here, trust me, before you leave this premises, you should, whatever thing you came here with, you should be a healed person. Say amen. Okay, so please, do I have my on-phone guest? Okay. We have Mrs. Esther Mate coming in. She's a human rights activist. Okay, she is the founder of the. Let me get this information right. Paradise Foundation. Okay. I think I have her on the line quickly. She is the founder of Paradise, Foundation, a beautiful setup that is into human rights, management, and she specializes in gender development, youth, and a whole lot of beautiful stuff. But then let's quickly go to her straight away. Hello, Mrs. Hello. Hello. Hello, Mrs. Please, can you hear me? Technical people. Have we lost her? Okay. Hello, I cannot hear her, please. Okay, whilst we try to get Mrs. on the line, please, Daddy, I want us to look at something. This is a brief one. Among men and women who gets abused mostly,
in our society, it's obvious. It's mostly women that get abused.
I see. And why?
And the reasons are that first, they are the weaker sex.
I see.
We are muscular, we are strong. So when it comes to physical stuff, we are the ones.
The muscles,
that's right.
Right.
So mostly we are the guilty ones. Secondly, in our society too, most women are not empowered. They are not empowered. So in a home, they depend solely on a husband. Depend solely on a husband. So the man uses that authority and brings the woman down, subjected to all kinds of treatment.
Wow.
So in our society, that's women mostly get abused.
Daddy has done the beautiful, answer there. He says it is men. I mean, in our part of the world. Elsewhere, it might not be like that. Hey, you might get to a particular part of the world and it would be otherwise. But here, he has stated the reasons why it is so. Mommy, sometimes obimbo and so no asemo beka shono. Quickly, I have Mrs. Mate, Mrs. Esther Mate. Remember, she is the founder of the Paradise Foundation. Mrs. Mate, please, can you hear me? Hello, Mrs. Mate. Oh, Mrs. Mate, hello. Oh, what's going on? People help me. Hello. Okay, kindly try and get her on board again whilst we do our magics here. Mommy, hello? Hello? Okay, Mrs. Ayensu.
Yes.
So, Obi Wawa Ombo, Mommy, and so, Wakacho say, Samebana Media me enye ready pa. You get that kind of.
Yes. Honestly,
threats can they be considered as abuse or I know
of course. I mean, threats they work on the mind, they work on your emotions.
Definitely.
They enslave you. So like you are saying, if somebody consistently the person is being abused emotionally. And remember, we established last week, emotional or psychological abuse happen to even be the most dangerous. Until said or yell or tiao or catch or how do I say it or threaten. When you say may you say you become so enslaved and weakened.
That kind of thing.
And to tell you the truth, Daddy said it. Women get abused. I also think men get their fair share.
I see.
Yes, because some women the kind of threats they can met out to their husbands. Some men may not complain about, but they might be killing themselves, inwardly.
Yeah.
And they live very unhappy lives. So is something that threats,
So,
something
yes,
we need to be careful about.
Mommy, I'm very grateful. So, sister, what if I'll catch you? Okno say, share and I want mommy scout banana, my sister, many a manamico. And Korana me Joe Mogu, you know, all those words, Berman, so I'm a Tumedian, a power by 6, you know, threats, and so yes, yeah, abuse. Why? So be threats or abuse. So, and the doctor, and only say, and to mention and I say,
well, if it's when it's got to do with life, you know, the case of the American, you see how the guy threatened the wife in front of the brother and the sister-in-law that if I don't kill your sister, then don't call me so and so. I'm not a man of God. Then the next day he goes to kill her in broad daylight. You see, if they had been quick to arrest him for that threat, the lady would be living by now. So if it's got to do with threat of life, can lead to arrest.
Doctor, I'm super grateful. I think I have Mrs. Mate. Mrs. Mate, hello. Hello, please, can you hear me? Okay, doctor, kindly summarize it beautifully for me as you were doing. Obi at a wife, just like somebody the other year, Obi last week, or termination. Millennium.
Yeah, and you know, said threats about me it can lead to arrest.
My police and Shannon time.
It can lead to arrest. But make major wako and I cry. When being time a prince of mouth, go for so namely.
Doctor, oh, I'm not crying movie. Now, when I think the one of the it's a Kuma Wood movie, and I say, "Oh, cry, man, no me want to me wow." Brother Nation is also Namawaro, you're worried. I didn't expect that. I think it was Lewin only one of the funny characters. I say, and you're worried. People, yes, sir, but a funny way, and some of us won't call for a few more. But kindly, baby, I send him a catcher on so you may cool be, what did you maybe, a be a what on yama be, what draw yama, or your artist, you do anything. Let's say be up at someone for 2 can we do that here? And that I want you to just come here, just prompt me. And let's do business with you. We're going to make loud, noise all over the world, about your service, your product, whatever you are into, and people are going to come for you. Hey, remember, whilst we are doing that, we are transforming your sales in the process. And always we say with STREAMHOUSE, your business with us. Iconic. So, please, do I have Mrs. Mate? Still, we don't have her. Hey, why? Who is sitting on my line? I think somebody wants to sit on my line, but that I reject. And quickly, I want to bring in, I want you to take note of something small. On a yearly basis, I've taken this upon myself. I do something, I visit the orphanage and, just something small, then we give out. But this year, we want to, extend our tentacles and get people on board. I don't want to be blessed alone. I want you to be blessed also. And so very soon, maybe within the course of next week, I will be sending you information about that. We will be coming your way, or 1 CD, your 100 CDs, your 50 CDs. If you have clothing, we're going to the King Jesus Charity Home. It is in the Ashanti region, and we are projecting to feed about 200 of the kids there. Hey, the kids are saying, we too, we want to experience Christmas just like with mommy and daddy, and we are going to give them that beautiful answer of yes. Christmas with mommy and daddy is right here. And so please, we can't do it without your help. You can help with bags of rice, toiletries, biscuits, anything that would make the Christmas a joyous one for these kids. Please, I know you always do, and this time you're going to do this for me. If you have any cash donations to make, I'm leaving a quick contact 0556 142174. I'm taking the contact again 0556 142174, and you could also send a WhatsApp message to 020 588 1507 020 588-1507, and we will give you further information about the whole program. We're planning that by the 26th is It is a Saturday, I think so. We are arranging with the management there to visit the kids and give them, some bowl of rice and any other item that we will be able to mobilize. And I know you will help me do that. And God is going to bless you for doing that. Thank you very much. Still, I don't have, Mrs. Martin, so I saw guys. But please, Kaisa program here, we can't do without your sharing. Share. Share. Somebody, a very akwaraki to be a mom, it is our word for the first time. In fact, make us our mom anyway. But she was like, Auntie, do you know that sharing is caring? Nora, that is the girl's name. I taught her, some time back. And it really got into me. So please, sharing is caring. What's the information we have shared here? If you don't share this link, if you don't share this program, it's going to stay right in here. Between myself, Doctor, so by the grace of God, nobody is abusing me. Doctor is not abusing anybody. He is also not being abused. Mommy is not being abusive. Nobody within the corners of this building is being abused. And to Michelle, you have to help us share, like the program, because I said, oh, like and so na you mudro no course now what subscribe it. If I just still I don't have my guest. Oh, like here na your program no, mudro no course. God willing, next year the nyama, diverse, beautiful stars are coming your way. We have the street segments where we come your way on the streets. And we ask you, awesome questions. Also, we will have correspondence from outside the country, all over the place, from Canada, from UK. Okay, I learned. Mrs. Hello? Mrs. Mate? Yes, I can hear you, but your voice is very down. Kindly mature your voice for me. I know you can do that. Oh, I'm struggling. Technical people, kindly help me get her clearer. So, whilst I'm trying to get her on board, hello, Mrs. Yes, that is beautiful. Now I can hear you clear. Mrs., you are welcome. We thank you for honoring our show this evening. And please, we have some few questions. You are just adding up. And because you are a technical person, a human rights activist, we want your point of view on this matter. At your units, you have a unit that attends to issues of abuse and stuff like that. Among men and women, who report most times on issues of abuse, among men and women, per your data?
Well, we have a lot of women. Hello?
Yeah, hello, I can hear you, Mrs.
Yes, good evening to your listeners.
Good evening.
To your family.
Okay.
For abuses and domestic violence cases, we have a lot of women reporting the cases more than men.
I see.
From a research that was done in 2015, it shows that 28% of women
I see.
in Ghana or experience domestic violence as against 20% of men. But at my unit, it also shows similar percentages. You have a lot of women reporting domestic violence and then abuse experiences than men.
Wow, that is beautiful. Not beautiful in the positive, but it just confirmed to something doctor just said in the studio. And mommy, I just want to ask you, why is it so? Why in your research, what was the cause for this
Yes, I'm right here. When we talk about domestic violence, it's also known as intimate partner violence. And it is defined as the partner of behavior in any relationship, which is used to gain or maintain power and control over an intimate partner.
I see.
So
Perfect.
the next question is ask ourselves, as Ghanaians, in our relationship, in our marriages, which of the genders would want to gain or maintain power or control? It is really rudimentally, fundamentally, the male who wants to exert that kind of control, maintain that kind of power, and also gain something in that kind of relation more than women.
I see.
So you realize that more men abuse the men than the women.
Wow.
And, we have different kinds of abuse. So, what most Ghanaian women see or think is abuse.
Okay.
And it's what is reported.
Okay.
A lot of men face what we call emotional abuse. Where you have a wife insulting a husband.
Okay.
Most homes don't see that as abuse, but that is also emotional abuse.
I see.
But in Ghana, here, when we talk about abuse, a lot of people are looking at the physical abuse
aspect.
They are looking at the financial abuse and other sorts of abuse. Again, I would say that due to our patriarchal nature of our Ghanaian society, it enables the male gender to abuse our female gender. And in a way, a lot of young ladies are socialized to accept that as the norm.
Which is
if somebody should abuse me, then I feel I am loved, I am cherished.
Which is not the right thing.
He can't take his eyes off me. He loves me to the moon. So these are some of the reasons.
Mrs. I love that point. Quickly, I want to ask, what form of punishment for corporates that are reported at your office, at your center? Kindly, we are almost out of airtime, and so I want you to kindly, be on point for me, and we wrap up.
We have the physical abuse.
Okay.
That's more of the slapping, the pushing, shoving, kicking, dragging, throwing objects, choking, and all that.
I see.
We also have the sexual abuse that we also report. And but in our Ghanaian society, there's no rape in marriage, but there's marital rape. There is also forced sex, also hiding your HIV status. Sometimes even hiding your sickle cell status. We also have the social violence, where the person will prevent you from seeing your family members. I don't want you to have friends. I don't want you to watch this video. I don't want you to do this. Forcing women to have abortions. They are all social violence. And then economic violence also is being reported, where a lot of men will not give you your money because they are angry with you, and they will not pay the children's school fees. They will not even let you work. They will come and fight you when you go and find something to do. If you are an apprentice, sometimes they come and make a scene at your workplace and all that. And then we also have the psychological violence.
Okay.
Where he will insult you. Most of the time they don't report this, but from the conversation you realize that all of these violence are being meted out to the victim. So you have the insult, the belittling, all these things are psychological violence that are being reported. So stress, all those kind of things, they are all under the psychological violence.
I am so grateful. You are a super. In fact, if we were in other contests, I would have said you are a super magician, because a lot of the things you are talking about, I think Dr. and Mrs. Olivia Ayensu mentioned some of these here. But from a technical point of view, when corporates are reported at your office, please, what kind of punishment exists there for them? Is there any kind of punishments that we should look out for, that if I abuse my partner when I'm reported, this is what I'm going to face? Please help us with that.
For punishment is that most of the time, if these are reported, you realize that the family will go to the police station to say, where you see us, and you can't see it, and you see us, and so good cleaning access, and all these things, and they take it out. But it's a criminal offense. If someone should hit you, it's a criminal offense. So the person can be put behind bars, if trial, yes. And again, we can also demand that this damages are paid to you.
I see. Now, Mrs. So you're sure that Ghana has obeyed to your damage? Yeah, hello. I was asking, so we are sure that Ghana has obeyed to your damage, Amanere?
Oh, yes. If you get a good lawyer,
I see. Oh, we are better go fear. And then I got now. Wow, Mrs.
I said, even the issue of 50 people, saying as we go to Arena Jaya. So, who discovered by you, what they can bow, the customer one,
yeah, okay.
All from these things, I have to say, I want every day. So far as I'm all worried, I'm a year of Cadiano. So, who discovered you, what they can bow, what do bread, up what, we will see
okay, Mrs.
Okay. In terms some of your police station, who are policeman and a policeman. Now, I don't know police station, who want you know all these things.
Yeah.
But I am very, very important. That is very important.
Mrs. I see. Mrs.
Try as much as possible to report and especially to doctors.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Yes. There's now police headquarters now. Your doctor station.
I see.
Mrs.
Medase pa eno na nanka me ba baby sana another thing na nanka me bisa, which is the final question, is me pa chomo contact bi a emergency contact bi a se e bi a obi wote bi mu bi mu say ya obetimi afre apemwa enimu ya na bibisa o hwa me so fa to dwama. I think that is our final question for you, and then we leave you.
055 and for helpline.
Okay, so
055 100
100
0900
09
055 100
900.
00.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Mrs. Esther Mate, and she did that beautiful, help. You know, she has really helped. Mrs. Mepacho, mama no one didn't cry. Oh, that's all. Mepacho, I think it's a take your final word. It should be very short. I mean, just some 30 seconds. And somebody and some Fuaka now war editor general public, because all over the place people are watching us. Obi or what such relationship, me and also Obi a onyan komuba or bibisa, something of that sort is lingering around. You know, what kind of word do you have for such people out there? Kindly help us.
You message who you now
Johnny, that's it. Okay.
Maybe
wow.
You would you kind of build your own self. You should have that kind of self-esteem.
Okay.
You have to work on yourself. Maybe I in what time. But what you demand, not maybe you would be looking at. And be on one financial, economical, wouldn't be able to be there. But what you have to be that
I see.
Economically empowered and wow,
I see.
If you're psychologically empowered, so wow, can say you should also say affirmations to yourself. I'm so young for you. You know, oh yes, that's about waiting now. Wow. If you don't know the way you're bound for one war, now we are not going in the air and
I see. Mrs. I see. Mrs. Exit plan. Mrs. Advice our dear Maye Mrs. Mepashon Pesame Dawase. I am super grateful, and we will talk later, but that should be behind the scenes. And so I would want to, on this note, say a very big thank you on behalf of my viewers and everybody in the studio here for answering our call and for your input. Mrs. Nyamishrao, and kindly have a good night, okay? Okay, that was Mrs. Esther Mate. Remember, she is the founder of the Paradise Foundation. She is the coordinator at the No Business as Usual, the OBU. you know, that beautiful foundation that trains people and all that. And she is also a worker at the SOS Children's Village. You know, she's a wonderful person and human rights activist. You know, specializes in gender and gender development and youth and stuff around that one. And so she is the right person to have spoken to. Thank you on that note. And please, I'm reminding you again, we came your way from the STREAMHOUSE TV, you know, the station. And I want to appreciate my manager for the airtime given me. I am so grateful. Please remember, today I was able to do this business, the love business, Olivia Ayensu. I want to thank Dr. Ayensu also again, you know, for his wonderful, you know, contribution to Mommy's coming here last week and today. And I'm grateful to God for, you know, this opportunity also to come your way this week. And please, I want you to take care of yourself. Remember, Christmas is just around the corner. Thank you. The voting period was peaceful last week. I'm sorry I couldn't talk much about that, but Christmas is just around the corner. And remember to show the orphans some love. I've left the contact and all that. I would love to say bye-bye on this note, and so shalom.